Now, this is my favourite aircraft, and unfortunately, not because of these guys. It is the Sportcruiser. Actually, you want the guys back, don't you? Come back in here for a moment. Sorry. I know it. Come on. Come back in here. Look, come on. Look. You want a combination of excitement and aviation on this show, right? Okay, so we've got the Sportcruiser here. We've got these wonderful ladies who are representing Czech sport aircraft as well. But I suppose we had better talk about the aviation, haven't we? So, once again, guys, I'm afraid, could you split apart just so that we can have a look at this wonderful aircraft? The Sportcruiser, you know I like this one. I've talked about it before. We did that review down in Kunovice not that long ago as well. And I want to introduce now Martin, who's standing just outside of the shot, giggling away. Martin, it's a real pleasure to see you.
Hey.
Look, I've talked about this aircraft on the show before. We've reviewed it. I love it.
Yeah,
now, you've just taken on this aircraft as well. You're really putting in a strong marketing drive now, aren't you?
Right.
Why do you love this aircraft so much that you bought the company?
Well, I fly a bit special. I'm pretty much
a very different aircraft.
It is, but for touring and cruise speed, I choose Sportcruiser as my favorite aircraft.
So it is very much about the touring experience for you?
Right, and if I would have a chance to basically get my flight training in a Sportcruiser, I would love to, basically. If you compare this aircraft to Cessna 152, I mean, there is a huge difference,
Well, that's it. I mean, I've talked about the literage, the fuel usage per hour, the endurance and stuff like that before, so we've already gone through all those sorts of statistics. So look, what I want from you is a passion. I mean, what is the enjoyment of flying a Sportcruiser?
Once you try to fly this aircraft, I mean, there is a very hard way to get to fly another aircraft, because there is no comparison, basically. This aircraft is really setting this industry standards, and I think it's got great future, and that's the reason why we actually bought the company, and we believe in the future, and we are here to support this fantastic product.
One of the things that we were saying just before we went off mic is that sometimes you get in LSAs and it feels like you've got a solid sort of metal frame around you, but it's almost like the the stuff around it, the panels are almost just glued on in a rather haphazard way. I like the fact that it feels so solid.
Yes, I mean, we are manufacturing and maintaining GA standards for our production, so there is a really big difference between us and other foam and plastic ultralights. So really, we are maintaining the highest standard in the industry.
Now, if people haven't seen our Sportcruiser review yet, Rob, if you can follow us around here, we've got another one which is open already, and we've got the engine outside. Just tell me, what engine are you using in this? Because there are a couple of choices, aren't there?
Right, but the most preferable engine is Rotax, standard Rotax and 100 horsepower. There is also an option to choose the Jabiru engines, but it's primarily for countries with higher elevation, like certain countries in the United States, maybe in Brazil. In Brazil, the Jabiru engines are very popular, but let's say 70–80% of the production goes with Rotax engines.
I think it's a well-known brand as well, isn't it? People understand Rotax engines. So,
exactly.
Yeah. And why don't we have a quick look inside again? Because, I mean, by the nature of LSAs, Martin, do you want to go around that side? By the nature of LSAs, you're never going to get, the huge, thick leather seats and all that kind of thing, because you've got to think about the weight. So, actually, this is beautiful compared to the one I went up in, actually. I love this.
Yeah, I mean, we have improved the interior and the upholstery a lot. So, I mean, really top standard. If you compare this cockpit to Cessnas or old Pipers, I mean, big, huge difference. And you really feel comfortable now sitting in this lovely white cockpit and flying up-to-date, state-of-the-art avionics.
Well, one of the things I actually found was that it's still not that thick, the cushion, but I mean, it's
the aircraft over there is for United States in leather. This one is for Iran, so they wanted to get upholstery like this, so we are here to serve our clients. So upholstery is tailor-made, if you want.
That's a really interesting point, Martin. Iran. I mean, we've actually got viewers in Iran, and I was quite surprised at that. What kind of a market is it like?
The market in Iran is rapidly growing. Few manufacturers realize that and are trying to sell those aircraft there. and we are actually one of the best manufacturers there and most successful, because there are about 4 big schools, and all of them choose the Sportcruiser as their primary training aircraft.
Martin, it's a real pleasure talking to you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.